Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm a tattooed preacher, and in this video I want to talk about something that's controversial. So every day, millions of people go about their routines, eating, drinking, cleaning their homes, brushing their teeth, never questioning the ingredients and the products that they use, right? But behind the everyday comforts of modern life, some say there's a hidden agenda. A global depopulation plan executed not with bombs or warfare, but with grocery carts, water faucets, and household cleaners. Sounds crazy, right? But if that's your first thought, good. This should sound crazy. Because the truth is, even if part of it is real, it should change everything we think we know about the systems that we trust. So what is the depopulation agenda? Well, it's the theory that powerful elites, government bodies, and global organizations, even billionaires, are working behind the scenes to reduce the world's population. Not overnight, but gradually, silently, through long-term exposure to harmful substances masked as, quote-unquote, safe. Supporters of this theory often point to speeches and writings from global leaders who talk about overpopulation as a threat to the planet. They'll show you quotes from the World Economic Forum or clips of Bill Gates discussing population control in the context of climate change. The claim that these aren't just words, they're blueprints. Start with food. Go into any grocery store and you'll find shelves filled with processed items packed with artificial dyes, preservatives, and seed oils. Ingredients your great-grandparents wouldn't even recognize as food. Many of these substances, like high fructose corn syrup or aspartame, have been linked to obesity, diabetes, neurological disorders, and hormonal imbalances. And yet, they're legal, sold daily, fed to children. One of the biggest targets of this theory is glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, a popular herbicide. It's been classified as a probable human carcinogen by the World Health Organization, yet it's still sprayed on crops worldwide, including those used in cereals, grains, and even baby food. Is it just about cheap agriculture and high profit, or is there a darker motive, one that benefits from a sick, weakened population? Now let's move on to your bathroom, your shampoo, your deodorant, your toothpaste. Many mainstream products contain chemicals like parabens, sulfates, phthalates, triglycerin, compounds known to interfere with hormones and reproductive health. Some are even banned in Europe, but still perfectly legal in North America. Every day we absorb trace amounts to our skin and lungs, and over the years, those traces add up. Some researchers believe that this is why we're seeing dramatic drops in testosterone, record low sperm counts, and rising infertility rates, especially in the West. Coincidence or consequence? Another piece of the puzzle is water. For decades, fluoride has been added to municipal water supplies to protect teeth, but multiple studies have linked excessive fluoride exposure to lower IQ, thyroid dysfunction, and calcification of the pineal gland. Supporters of the depopulation theory argue that fluoride is less about dental health and more about dulling critical thought, sedating the public, and disrupting hormonal balance. And then there's the medical side. Vaccines and pharmaceutical drugs are often cited as part of this web, loaded with aluminum, mercury derivatives, and synthetic compounds that critics claim weaken the immune system over time. Lately, we've seen a new wave, this rise of lab-grown meat and synthetic food. The push toward artificial protein is marketed as an environmentally friendly alternative to farming. But what are we really eating? Some claim this is the final stage, separating humans from the natural food chain, making us dependent on synthetic sustenance created in corporate labs. The further we drift from nature, the easier it becomes to control us. This all ties back to one idea: slow sterilization. The theory suggests that these toxins aren't meant to kill instantly, but to accumulate silently, to target reproduction, brain function, vitality, to weaken the next generation before they're even born. Why else would we see sperm counts dropping 50% over the last few decades? Why are fertility clinics booming while chronic illnesses becomes the new normal? Of course, mainstream science calls all of this conspiracy. They say it's all explainable: bad diets, lifestyle choices, genetics, urban population. But here's the real question. If there was an agenda, would we even know? Would the agencies that are supposed to protect us, the FDA, the CDC, Health Canada, tell us? Or are they part of the system designed to manage the fallout, not prevent it? History is filled with examples of governments experimenting on their own people. MK Ultra, Agent Orange. So is it really that far-fetched to think this could be happening again, just more subtly? This video isn't about fear, it's about awareness. I'm not telling you what to believe, I'm asking you to question what you've been told, to look at the patterns, to follow the money, to connect the dots for yourself. Because if this theory even is partially true, the time to wake up is now. So read your labels, filter your water, cook from scratch, support local farms, avoid synthetic personal care products. Detox your home and your body. It may not be easy, but awareness is the first step towards freedom. So what do y'all think? Is this just coincidence, or is there actually a conspiracy? Is there an agenda that's been designed to, let's just say, lessen the population? Let me know down below what y'all think in the comment sections. And if you're interested in finding out more about other shopping alternatives, companies that haven't been, bought out by the system, click the link in the description to find out more. Thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you learned something. Much love. God bless.